I was almost there. I can't sit there because I know those people don't have a worry or a care. I can't, so I can't sit there. I need to be close. I need to be close to the fire. So if the pastor says something, they need to burn me. Burn me. Burn me. But I noticed as I prayed, I saw Jesus, then a glitch, then the lamb, then a glitch, and Jesus, then a glitch, lamb. Y'all remember VCR glitches? When them lines across the screen? I'm not talking about the right there. They had all the dots, the black white dots. I didn't like that. That's poltergeist. T. It is poltergeist T. That them lines is on the poltergeist. I don't like that. I don't want the glitch with them lines, right? Just like that, right? It was a glitch. And then he switched. It was a glitch. Then he switched and made me itch. Because things like that, they cause a disturbance in the flow of the service. That glitch. That glitch that always makes us itch. First of all, sidebar. Happy birthday, Miss Andrea. Happy birthday, Miss Andrea. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Mama. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, wait, y'all. Okay, better than that. Okay, y'all, stand up. Y'all ain't doing it right. Stand up. Now clap for Miss Andrea. Happy birthday, Miss Andrea. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Love that woman. They got the paintings. There's a whole bunch of the compartments to the gift that I wanted to give them. They got the paintings today. I hope they don't think that I would give them a coffee card and not give them cups. Where you gonna put the coffee in your hands? I know they got cups, but I'm just saying. I think it's rude for somebody to give me hot tea packages and don't give me no cup. I just think it's rude. I think it's rude. You don't give me socks and no sneakers. You don't give me Kool-Aid and no sugar. Hot dog, no mustard, no ketchup. I don't like mustard. I don't like sauerkraut. I don't like nothing but ketchup. I don't like hot dogs. Too much sodium. But there's certain things. You don't give me cereal and no milk. I mean, I'm Jamie. I have eaten cereal with water here. Yes, I have. Recently. I'm not bougie. I will eat cereal with water. It don't hurt me. It's gonna burn me. Put some water on it. Just put some water. Don't put a whole bunch. Some. Take that glitch before it switches and starts to make you itch, and switch it yourself. If there is a glitch, if you switch it yourself, you start to understand, right, what is really going on. I saw it. Now, it could be that the Holy Spirit was trying to show me Jesus and the Lamb, Jesus and the Lamb, because I kept hearing, worthy is the Lamb, worthy is the Lamb, not worthy is the Lamb that was slain, not yet. I kept hearing, worthy is the Lamb, worthy is the Lamb, right, and I kept seeing the switch, right, Jesus, glitch, Lamb, glitch, Jesus, glitch, Lamb, glitch, Jesus. So should there be a glitch there? Wasn't it that the lamb was there and then all of a sudden melded into being Jesus? It didn't happen like that. There was a glitch. As Pastor David preached this morning, one thing stood out to me. I got a lot out of what he preached, and it burned me. Oh my Lord. It was like fire shut up in my bones. Just like fire shut up in my bones. It was just like fire shut up in my bones. It burned me. You burned me. You burned me. Pastor David burned me. Yep, just like that. What happened, Jamie? He burned me. He did. I was so grateful for it. Because I needed to hear it, and I won't hear it during the week. So he gives me the word. He gives me what I need to work on, and I need to figure out how to get it. I need to figure out how to do it, because otherwise my skin will just keep burning. What happens if you give me something from Holy Spirit? He's a refining fire of the Holy Spirit, and it burns me, causes a fire in me. They got that song. Let's start a fire. Start a fire inside of me. It's a Christian song. What happens when you start a fire in me? You flick a bick inside of me, but you don't tell me how to put that fire out. I just keep burning and burning. And burning. It's a beautiful picture, though, right? Because I need to get rid of all the impurities in me. I just need to burn. Does it hurt? Yes, I'm very sad right now. Nobody knows it. I'm very sad. That's between me and Pastor David. Very sad. But it's suck it up time. It's gut check time. Ooh. I knew it was coming. The burning. I have a choice though, right? We all have a choice. We could choose, right, to live with the glitch or step into the fire and burn. I think I'd rather have in the midst of the burning of the fire, furnace. I'll take Nebuchadnezzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Excuse me, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael. I'll take the three of them, the three Hebrew boys. I'll take them for 200 hours. Just like fire, I'll shut up in my bones. Just like fire. I hurt myself. I hurt myself really bad just now. Clapping. That's why you heard me ow and kept going, right? That's Jamie's life. You just told me, just like ow. Shut up. Am I supposed to stop praising? Am I supposed to stop thanking? It says, in everything give thanks. So in my pain, I give thanks. In the rain, I give thanks. In my joy, I give thanks. In this season, I give thanks. For this reason, I give thanks. For this lesson, I give thanks. For this blessing, I give thanks. Everything that confronts me is a reason to say thank you. I'm thankful. Because I saw the glitch, right? I said, And I got home and I thought about it, and the Holy Spirit said, now, Jamie, what happens if, because I told him about that this morning. Now, Jamie, what happens if it's you? If Jesus is the Jesus that you see, right? Now unto him. Who's him? We don't know yet. Paul's him is different from my him. Why? Because Paul was shipwrecked. My him is different from Paul's him. Why? Because my head separated from my spine. I'm decapitated and walk around. Yo, him is different from my him. Why? Because I lived with abuse my entire life. I had nervous breakdown at 15. I was in an institution for 3 months, and I don't even remember it. My friend Brian, my best friend Brian, said, Jamie, we took you to the institution. You were there in Summit, New Jersey, in a white gown. You would not talk. You wouldn't say anything. So many things were just laid on my brain. Abuse. And I cracked. And so as a result of that, my him is different from your him. Now unto him. He is always still the him. See, I'm still Jamie, no matter how you like to see me. You can see me as nothing. You can see me as a horrible person. You can see me as a person without gifts. I kind of agree with you on that. That's him when I was talking. He said, Jamie, your gifts. I was like, what gifts? He said, Jamie, you know you got gifts. I was like, no, no. I got a couple talents. But I was like, a couple of those things I picked up in school. I don't know what a gift is for me. So I don't want people to see me that way. Maybe that's why I lose it a little bit, because my identity is checked every time somebody comes at me a certain way, because I feel like my security is in a danger. It's in a beware state, not a be aware state. It's in danger because of the fact that you can't see me for who God is calling me to be. Gifts? What gifts? That's why I fight over my art. I fight over my poetry. The person ripped everything out and kept my poetry, because I put poetry inside every card. That's creepy. They kept the things that I wrote. I wrote on the side, I write on the right side of the card, and I put this lace and this little doobly thing, this doubly thing on there, like a little cute doubly thing, a gem for every woman. And I put my alcohol ink and I spread it out on the lace real nice. I put that on the left side of the card. They left me less. They gave me less and no rights. How'd you feel someone, you go up to, you order I'll say a bucket of chicken, but a bucket of chicken like that, or regular chicken, you go make a rotisserie chicken, right? You make chicken. What if you go up to a place for rotisserie chicken and they give you the whole chicken, which is what you need, and you get home and you take it out the bag and all you have is wings? And not even wings tips, which I heard are a thing. In the black neighborhood, it's a thing because you just chew on them. People like that. I don't like that. You went up to the thing and they had a rotisserie going and they had like a turkey or a chicken there. You said, I want that one right there. It's beautiful. And they gave it to you, basted it, put it inside the bag. You watched it put it inside the bag. They handed you the bag. You saw it all. And when you got home, it was wingtips. If you don't understand what it feels like to have an envelope, someone take a card envelope of their own, same size as the ones that I normally send, and put halves of what I send ripped up inside of the envelope, and the little cards with the scripture cards inside of that envelope. So Satan's mad. I told it to cease, and it did not want to. You think I don't know who you are in the spirit? I see you. I have discernment of spirits. And I don't have it. Holy Spirit, let me know it's you. He said, Jimmy, don't worry about that. That's me. I said, oh, it still hurts. Especially since I can't share it with anybody, because nobody cares. Because it's me. Nobody cares. It's hard. Because you may see me as Jamie. You may see me as Jamie artist. You may see me as Jamie poet. You may see me as Jamie card maker. But at the end of the day, aren't I still Jamie? For a moment, if I don't realize that I'm still Jamie, I will have an identity crisis. Because I'm looking at you, trying to find out the way you see me. We talked about it. The tree, right? The Psalm 1 verse 3. Tree has what is it? Station, position, condition, and perception. The bottom branch. The moment I start worrying about what you think of me, the moment I let you do something to me, to force me to start worrying about what you think of me, I am not walking in your perception of me. When you do things just simply to hurt me, I am walking in your perception of me. That's not that the bottom rung is perception. It's perception, my perception of me and your perception of me. Because you can't see. You can't see. You don't know what you're looking at, right? But you'll tell me what I look like. Hard part is I can't see either. I know what I look like from the top down, but going forward, I don't know what my face looks like. As a matter of fact, I'll never know what my face looks like. Because you don't know. If you ever looked in a mirror, do you realize everything is reverse? In reverse. It's a compliment. In reverse. It's your face. In reverse. A mirror is your face in reverse. So when a person looks at you, that's your face in reverse. No, why the mirror is in reverse? Because the mirror has to agree with the person. Because then when they tell you, you got lint on the right side of your cheek, you got lint on the right side of your cheek, and a fly is on your face eating the lint on the right side of your cheek, you won't go to the mirror and start slapping the left side of your cheek. The mirror has to give you the reverse, just like people see the reverse, but nobody actually ever sees you for what you look like except God who made you. The mirror always gives an off report of you, right? After the person tells you, go look in the mirror. That's messed up. I don't want to look at you. So you go look in the mirror, and the mirror tells you not the truth, but a lie to agree with what the person told you. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest and soft-spokenest and the quietest of them all? And the witch lost it. I think she lost the battle. Because the whole time she's looking in the mirror, not realizing that what she's looking at is not what's actually there. It's not what people actually see, right? People see what the mirror sees, but her face doesn't look like it doesn't. You're looking at it from the perspective of the mirror. You're looking at me from the perspective of that mirror, from the perspective of that mirror. You don't know what I look like because you don't know what you look like. Because when you look at me, everything is reversed. Everything. That means you have no idea what I look like. That means you have no idea who I am. So if you see Jamie that does cards, Jamie that does poetry, Jamie that does painting, you have no idea what you're talking about. And then, as a result, I have no idea what I'm talking about. When I look at you, I think that you are an enemy. And you are really my friend. I think that you are my friend. and you are really my enemy. I think that I see a ghost in the midst of this raging sea. I think I see a ghost when his name is Jesus. His name is Jesus, light of the world. There's freedom in his name. I may not know what you look like, but I know what's in your name. Awesome in power. Do you know his name? If you know his name, then you can always call out to him, call on him, no matter what happens, right? But you just gotta make sure the glitch doesn't call you to see something that is not there. What I loved about the story today, Mark chapter 6, I believe, right? He cross-referenced the story inside of Matthew and John, and I love how he hit up on Mark is actually Peter's story, but Matthew, and they didn't get along. Matthew doesn't tell that part of it. And I think Matthew didn't tell that part of it where Peter was going underwater, when he was walking on the water, going underwater. I think Matthew didn't tell that part of it because he did not want to hurt Peter. And then there was a weird sighting, right? Because even with the woman with the issue of blood, right? If you read Matthew's version, Mark doesn't tell this in his version. Mark goes straight for the hip and he tells you exactly what happened. When you read Matthew's version, Matthew has this otherworldly view of it. He sees things that nobody's looking at, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Because if I see everything, if I see what things other people are looking at, if I see everything, then am I focused on anything? Mark does not, Peter's version, which is Mark's version, does not even mention Peter being there with the woman with the issue of blood. But with the woman with the issue of blood in Matthew's version, gives Peter an entourage. Remember that? We talked about that. Matthew gives Peter an entourage. Where'd the entourage come from? I said, uh-oh. Go ahead, Peters. Uh-oh. How'd you get an entourage? We talked about it. Didn't the church have an entourage? That's why they answer to the prophetical, evangelical, evangelistical, baptismal, Pentecostal. They answer all of that. That's the entourage. The same people that are praising the actual church, praising the actual church building, praising the church, causes the distraction in it, right? They take the distraction and they throw it in there like a cauldron. Serpents, snakes, and magistrates. They always throw distraction into the cauldron. Oh, you are such a great, and they throw a bomb at somebody. And because we're so into what they're saying about us, if we're leaders, we're listening to them. We're so into what they're saying about us, they are worshiping us. They're not really praising Jesus, but they're worshiping us. We like to hear it because it's precious to our spirituals, our spiritual categories. To us. So they come in with bombs and leave decimation behind. The beautiful part about it all is that I said, he kept his eyes on Jesus. It's wonderful because Jesus said, Peter said, if it be you, Lord, bid me to come. Jesus said, what? One word, come. Peter gets out of the boat, starts walking towards Jesus. Now, he keeps his eyes on Jesus, but the moment, it's not that he took his eyes and looked away at the wind or looked away at this or that and the other thing. The moment he took his mind's eye off of Jesus. Because the Bible said he started to look at the contrariness of the wind. He wasn't focused on the contrariness of the wind when Jesus was walking up to them, next up to the boat, approaching him. Because John was like, if we hadn't called him, he would not even he would not have even saw us. That is so stupid to the edge. It don't have nothing to do with you. As a matter of fact, I kind of see Jesus doing something like that, just almost walking past the boat. Because he wants you to see that it's him and not an apparition. Jesus stood there for a watch of watches, watching you, just to see what you would do. He stood there. And then he came out to you. He let you kind of go crazy. Oh no, on the sea. Oh my Lord, we gotta do this. We gotta row. Oh no, I'm tired. You take my oar. And so you start rowing for me. And Jesus walked up to them. All this rowing for hours. Jesus went to pray. And he came out and walked on what they were rowing in. Jesus went to pray and came out and walked on what they were struggling in. He went to pray and came out and walked on what they were dealing with. I walk on her, Jesus. Walk on those people that try to bring me issues. Walk on my issues. That's not my issue. That thing is over there. But walk on her, Jesus. A peace that passes all understanding. Walk on her over there, not over here. That's a nasty, vermiculous thing to do, to attack somebody's ministry. It's vermiculous. And she kept the parts where they were writing. She's going to cause me internal hurt. As usual, I have to swallow it. He came walking. I can't miss him. I can't get wrapped up in the distraction. They preached about that, and I can't get wrapped up in the distraction of you. You are not on my level. It's not about you, it's about what you do. These hurtful things, I don't do anything like that to anyone, ever. And even if I do hurt someone, I don't mean to ever hurt anybody. Everything I do is out of love. Everything. And if you don't feel the love, it's because of the fact that you don't know me. Somebody that's abused is not going to love the same way that you do. But I can't suffer identity crisis, a crisis of identity, because of the fact that you don't know me and don't want to know me, and you just want to stab me in the back. What should I say now? Thank you for the knife in my chest. Always at the hands of the church. Why do I say that? I said, how tall was the boat? Y'all know I was going somewhere. Don't worry about that woman. God will bless her. She's already blessed. She just won't accept it. She's strong. She's powerful in the Lord. But instead of her focusing on God, she focuses on me. And I'm not even that important. So it's my job to obviously what? Ignore her. Keep ignoring her, because I cannot pour into a bucket with a hole in it. If I pour into a bucket with a hole in it, she's a bucket with a hole in it. There's a hole in your bucket. There's a hole in your bucket. There's a hole. And she's looking at everybody saying, well, fix that there, Henry. But then when people give her information, she won't take it. That's not for me. They give her information thinking that's pouring into her bucket. Somebody has to dehydrate her. And since I'm not responding, she cuts stuff up that belongs to me. It's like cutting up somebody's doll. Or cutting somebody's hair, cutting a lock of their hair. She's crazy. I just got Dodger. Make sure she don't get in my hair. Don't let anybody in the back of my neck. I don't want somebody to cut my hair. I've been through some stuff. It's true. She's 2 seconds from coming up, sneaking up behind me and cutting a lock of my hair. So much fun. Is my heart shattered? Absolutely. I'm dizzy. My heart feels like somebody took a ice cream scooper and just scooped out, just came up to me in front of me and just scooped out all of my chest. The whole thing, just took a long scoop of my chest. Skin, everything, skin cells, everything, epithelia, all of that. Dermis, caught it all. Went down past the white meat and just got my heart, just scoop it out. But isn't that the life of a minister? You minister from where you've been healed, or heal from where you've been broken, or you don't want to break from where you've been. I'm going to minister from where I've been healed, and I'm going to be healed. We're not worried about her. We're praying for her, because that's the best thing we could do for her. At the end of the day, there's nobody. Of course, they have people that they could tell in the church that they care about them and will listen. I don't have that. And so I have to eat it. Everything that has been done to me here, even in the past month, I have to eat it. From people in the church. It's okay. To God be the glory. Because God's going to bless them. You know, blessings of the Lord make it rich and add no sorrow to it. But we know, and we know all things work together for the good. To them that love God and are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28 is a picture of blessing, isn't it? So all her things, good and bad, if you care that much about me that you waited to hide it inside of a car envelope that looks like mine, that was not mine, because I put everybody's name on the front of the envelope, same size envelope, you went to go find a car envelope. I mean, you really planned this thing out, and you wanted to do it separate from the passage where they would not see it, so you did it and did not leave a memorable picture of it, or name on it, or kept my poetry. That's just diabolical. You put a lot of thought into me. You're worshiping me. It's disgusting. Your security needs to go back into God. What happened was they put their security in me, right? That's what I'm talking about. When people put their security in you, it's dangerous. I've told you that. Because when they put their security in you, then they start to worship you. They put their security inside of me, and since I did not respond, I responded the way the pastor told me to. And I also said, I want the pastor to know that I'm responding this way. And so since nothing happened, then I got attacked again by her. Because she had put her security inside of me. Being angry at me, of course she made something up about me. You lied, and you lied inside of it, and you pretended like things were one way when you know they weren't. So you put your security inside of me. Your security is automatically put in me. When you lie on someone, your security is put inside of them. Why? Because it's spiritual. You're being deceitful or you're lying on someone. If I'm deceitful or lie on David Lewis, my security goes right inside of him. Because I know it's wrong, I'm going to continue to think about that. I'm going to continue to mull that over. I'm going to think about that. It's going to bother me to the point where it starts to torment me. So what I do is I start worshiping him. Why? Because I'm thinking about him more than I think about God. I think about him when I should be thinking about God. I'm thinking about him when I should be praying to God. I'm thinking about him when I should be worshiping God. I think about him when I should be focusing on what the pastors want to do in this season to help me. Right? I'm thinking about David Lewis. So I get nothing out of this time. This time should be spent focused on God, fasting, praying, and focused on God only. And instead of you focusing on God, you putting notes, you putting things inside of to get my attention because you want to be a part of me. You want to be a part of me. You just want to take a lock on my hair. It's insecurity. Why? We talked about this. I cannot put my security inside of David Lewis. Matthew McConaughey, right? If I'm hanging out with him, right? I cannot put my security. Are we going to get married, right? I'm not getting married, but I'm saying, let's say we're going to get married. I cannot then take my security and put it in Matthew McConaughey. Because if I do, then I will make Matthew McConaughey my God. She is making her God. If you make somebody your God, you will worship them. You put your security inside of God. If you put it anywhere else, if you don't put it in God, you put it on the table. If you put it on the stove, you put it on top of the refrigerator. It's worse now. I know because she put that in my envelope already. You did the deed. Now she's definitely thinking about me. Of course she was thinking about me before. You had to be to plan that. Now that I saw it, now she's definitely thinking about me. I told you I gotta watch my back. That's the type of person that will eat you. She like Jeffrey Dahmer. It's not an insult. You gotta be careful with that spirit. If she puts her security inside herself, or inside of me, it's insecurity. It has to be put inside of God. That's the only place where it's secure. Your security has to be God. So you put your security inside of God and you worship God. If you put your security in anything else, you will worship it. You will. And there comes the identity crisis afterwards. Putting your security inside of me and doing that. That's just in the household of faith. She has my address. She could have just sent it to me. Doing what she did in the household of faith says you have no respect for the pastors. You have no respect for God. You were intrusive inside my space, inside the church, in my ministry, inside the church. And doing that says you have no respect for God. I'm not upset at you. I fear for you. Because when an older person is like that, they're not going to stop. I was like, wow, I didn't know people were this evil. I still don't believe there's an evil person on the planet. I still believe there is a person that's evil. I don't believe there is one person that's evil. I don't. They say the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. However, right, the people that dwell on the world still have an opportunity to dwell in the earth with us, right? They're just not there yet. They're on the dumb bus. I'm just being honest, they're on the dumb bus. Sometimes I be on the dumb bus, I do stuff that's wrong. Like last week, I sinned, woo, I sinned, whoa, I sinned. That's why I can't be mad at her. I mean, I can be a little bit cutting my cards up. Like that's like cutting my ministry up. That's like cutting one of my poems up and throwing it in my face.